Good morning. Happy Friday, everybody. Welcome to math class. Today we are going to practice some application problems, so some real life problems with dividing mixed numbers. And on Monday, you guys are going to take a quiz. So this is the last part of our fractions operations. So Monday you're going to take a quiz on dividing fractions, dividing mixed numbers, and some word problems thrown in there. I also just wanted to let you guys know that we're going to do Friday raffle today, even though I'm not here. I will post the Friday raffle, and we're also doing the end of the quarter raffle. So we have a bunch of raffles going on today, so super exciting. All right, in our packet today, we're going to be working on page 31 until the end of the white packet. So please turn to page 31, and we're going to do these problems together, and I want you to fill in your notes as we do this. All right, let me get my pen ready. So first question says, Robert bought 3/4 pound of grapes and divided them into 6 equal portions. What is the weight of each portion? Okay, so we're going to take 3/4 pound because that's how much he had the weight of the grapes, and he's dividing it into 6 equal portions, so 6 over 1. I'm going to do keep, change, flip, right? So keep, change, flip. So that becomes 3 over 4. Change division to multiplication and do the reciprocal or flip the second fraction. Now, when I am looking, just go like this a little bit, there we go. When I am looking at this problem, I see some cross-canceling here with the 3 and the 6, right? I can factor out a 3. So 1 times 3 is 3, and 2 times 3 is 6. When I multiply across, I get 1 times 1 is 1, 4 times 2 is 8. So each portion will be 1/8 pound, and that is choice D. Okay, so that was question 25. All right, let's move to the bottom of that page. This question says, a car travels 83 7/10 miles on 2 1/4 gallons of fuel. Which is the best estimate of the number of miles the car travels on 1 gallon of fuel? Okay, so I think that's a little optimistic as far as fuel efficiency on the car, but maybe it's a hybrid or something. So we're going to take 83 7/10, and we're going to divide that by 2 1/4. Now, it says to do a best estimate. So that means we actually can round when we do this one. So we're going to take 83 7/10. 7/10 is more than a half, right? If this were a half, we would need at least 5/10. So we're going to round 83 up to 84. And 2 1/4, 1/4 is not at least 1/2, right? It's less than 1/2. We would need 2 quarters to make a half. So we're going to take 2 and keep that at 2. We're not going to round that up. So if we divide 84 divided by 2, our estimate would be 42 miles per gallon, which is choice C. And again, it's pretty optimistic as far as fuel efficiency is concerned. Now, the reason why I estimated this one and I rounded is because it said best estimate. I didn't actually have to solve it. All right, let's turn to page 32. Hope everybody's having a good morning so far. All right, let's look at question 27 and 28. For question 27, it says 1 tablespoon is equal to 1/16 cup. It is also equal to 1/2 ounce. A recipe uses 3/4 cup of flour. How many tablespoons of flour does the recipe use? So it says 1 tablespoon is equal to 1/16 cup. So we have 3/4 cup of flour, and we want to divide that into 1/16 size portions. That's what we want to know. This one is very wordy, and it's a little tricky to figure that out. Now let's do keep, change, flip. Keep, change, flip. And I'm just going to go like this so you guys can see that a little better. Okay, so keep 3/4, change the division to multiplying, flip the second fraction. I do see some nice cross canceling here with the 16 and the 4. I can factor out that 4. 1 times 4 is 4, and 4 times 4 is 16. Multiply across and you get 12 over 1, which is the same as 12. So we would get 12 tablespoons. All right, let's look at the next question on that page, question 28. Question 28 says, a bookstore packs 6 books in each box. The total weight of the books is 14 2/5 pounds. If each book has the same weight, what is the weight of one book? Okay, so we're going to take 14 2/5. That's how much all of the books weigh together. And we're dividing that by 6 books. Okay, so we have 14 2/5 divided by 6. I'm going to do keep, change, flip. Okay, but first I need to do 14 times 5, right? 14 times 5, whoa. Well, 5 times 4 is 20. That's going to give me, 12 times 5 is 60. So that should be 70. So 70 plus 2 more is going to give me 72 over 5. Wow, that's a big number. Then do keep, change, flip. So keep, change, flip. Oh, but I see some great cross canceling here. Look at this, the 72 and the 6. We can factor out a 6, right? 1 times 6 is 6. 12 times 6 is 72. So I'm going to get 12 over 5. Now I cannot leave my answer like that. So let's divide. 5 goes into 12 twice. That gives me 10. So 2 is my remainder. 2 is left over. So 2 2/5 pounds, which is choice B. That's how much each book weighs, 2 2/5 pounds. Okay, let's turn to the next page, which is page 33. We're back to recipes again. Okay, this one is about dumplings. It says, Omar has 2 3/4 cups of dough to make dumplings. If he uses 3/16 of a cup of dough for each dumpling, how many whole dumplings can Omar make? I love dumplings. Now I'm getting hungry. Okay, so we're going to take 2 3/4 cups of dough, and we're dividing that, portioning it into 3/16 of a cup of dough per serving. Before I can do keep, change, flip, I need to change this mixed number. So 2 times 4 is 8, plus 3 more is 11 over 4. So now I have 11 over 4. I'm going to do my keep, change, flip. So change that and flip this. The 11 and the 3, I can't do anything there, but I can do the 4 and the 16. I can factor out that 4. 1 times 4 is 4, and 4 times 4 is 16. That's going to give me 44 over 3. But we know we don't leave our answer that way, right? So 3 goes into 44. Let's see. 3 goes into, let's do it this way, right? 3 goes into 44. So 3 goes into 4 once. Subtract, bring down the 4. This goes in, 3 goes into 14 4 times. You're going to get 12 with a remainder of 2. Now, so he can make 14 whole dumplings, and then he has a remainder of 2, right? He has 2/3 of a cup left over. So the answer is 14, because they said how many whole dumplings can he make. So what I would do is, if I were Omar, if I had a little bit left over, which it sounds like he's going to have a little bit of dough left over with this remainder of 2, I would take that 2/3 of a cup that's left over, and I would make like a little baby dumpling out of it. All right, let's turn the page. Let's look at the bottom of the page. Sorry, don't turn the page. Look at number 13. I'm sorry, number 30. It says, there is 11/12 gallon of distilled water in the class science supplies. If every student doing an experiment uses 1/16 of a gallon of the distilled water, there will be 1/6 of a gallon left in the supplies. How many students are doing the experiments? All right, so this is tricky. The first thing we're going to do is we're going to take 11/12 and we're going to divide that by 1/16. So let's do keep, change, flip, right? Keep, change, flip. So 11 over 12. Change to multiplying. Do 16 over 1. All right, I do have some cross canceling here. I have the 12 and the 16. They share a factor of 4. So 4 times 4 and 4 times 3. That gives me 44 over 3. Okay, 44 over 3. And it says I have 1/6 of a gallon left. That is interesting. So if I do 3 into 44, I feel like we just did 3 into 44. And we said it went in 14 times. And I believe there was 2/3 left over. Okay. 14 and 2/3. So 14 students, but then we have 2/3 of a gallon left. This says 1/6. So that would not be 14 students. It would only be 12 students for that one. That was a hard question. So number 30, we're not going to do one like that on the quiz. All right, let's look at the next page. It says, Carol makes 9 1/3 cups of snack mix. Oh my goodness, more food questions. I'm starving. She puts all the snack mix into plastic bags. She puts 2/3 a cup of snack mix in each bag. How many plastic bags does she need? Okay, so we're taking our amount of snack mix, which is 9 1/3 cups, and we're dividing that and portioning it into 2/3 of a cup size portions. So first, let's get rid of this mixed number. 9 times 3 is 27, plus 1 more is 28 over 3. Then we're going to do keep, change, flip, right? Keep, change, flip. So keep, change, flip. Oh, I see some beautiful cross canceling here. Look at that. The 3's are going to cross out, leaving us with 1. And then we have the 28 and the 2, we can factor out the 2. So we have 1 and 14. 14 times 1 is 14. 1 times 1 is 1. So our answer is just 14 snack bags. And that is choice C. Fantastic. All right. Let's look at the next one. This is part A. All right. What's going on here? It says a group of hikers buys 8 bags of trail mix. Each bag contains 3½ cups of trail mix. The trail mix is shared evenly amongst 12 hikers. How many cups of trail mix will each hiker receive? Okay, so we have a lot of information going on here. First of all, there's 8 bags. And in each bag, there's 3½ cups. So that means we have to multiply first. Then we're going to divide it by 12 people. So we first need to do, this is a 2-part question, 3½ times 8 bags. Okay, so 3 times 2 is 6, plus 1 more is 7 over 2, multiplied by 8. Now I'm not doing keep, change, flip because I'm not dividing yet. I'm still multiplying. I do see some cross canceling right here. I can factor out a 2. That's going to give me 28. So I have 28 cups. And I need to divide 28 cups by 12 people. Well, I'm going to do that over here. 28 over 1 divided by 12 people. Okay? So if I want, I don't even really have to do that as a fraction. I can just do 28 divided by 12. 12 goes into 28 twice, right? I get 24, subtract, I get 4/12 left over. So I'll get 24, I will get 2 1/3 cups per hiker. I'm going to simplify that 4/12 to 1/3. So 2 1/3 cups. So that was a 2-part question. You had multiplying and then dividing in that one. That was a tricky one. All right, let's see what's on the next page. All right, part B. We are almost done. Part B. It says that the hikers plan to visit a scenic lookout. They will rest after they hike 2 miles. Then they will hike the remaining 1 3/4 miles to the lookout. The trail that the hikers will use to return from the lookout is a 1/2 mile shorter than the trail they will use to go to the lookout. Each hiker will bring 1/4 gallon of water for each mile for each mile to and from the lookout. Determine the total distance each hiker will hike. Okay, so for this one, we actually are not going to do this one because this involves more adding fractions, and we're really just doing multiplying and dividing fractions. So we're going to stop here. What you're going to do now, you're going to take out your pink packets, and you are going to turn to page 5 in your pink packets. So page 5, and starting with question 53. Starting with question 53 on page 5, you're going to do 53, 54, 55, 56, 57, 58, 59, and then it continues on the next page up to 67. So you're doing on page 5 where it says classwork, okay, see how it says classwork? And then it continues on page 6 until you get to where it says homework. So you're stopping after number 67. So you are doing numbers 53 to 67 in your pink packet, okay? Those are the questions that you are doing. All right, everybody, have a great day, and I will see you guys on Monday.